Okay, let's continue our quest. Let's talk to him. A fine morning to you, sir. Welcome to the most replayed marketplace in the grand realm of Yoza, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all corners of the world. Pray browse all stalls until eyeballs ache from the ogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as such as I would love to elaborate upon the unraveling quality of merchandise, I must tend to some cargo but recently arrived at the dock. You better gift from Baderon. Whatever could it... Ah, my octant. But the navigator, I must have left it behind in the wrench, along with the week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is keepsake from the days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of Master Merchant? It is impossible. It is simple and steady adventuring equipment you seek. You need to look further than the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gale you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is after all a dangerous profession, by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specializing in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within by a few steps of bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply all your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agent produced a frankly buffeting range of wares during their sojourns and distant shores, so it pays to become familiar with the type of and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well in your purpose. In your purse is the light of your time is short. But verbal instruction of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher. If not the kindest, I invite you to explore the market for yourself. Okay, we're not going to be talking to them. Actually, I want to have a look. Is that synced? I think it was synced. No, it's not. Just level 1. Okay. Then Ethernet shard. Let's sync. Chain to it. And there goes the Arcanist Guild. Oh, maybe it's not like. Welcome to the Arcanist Guild. It is here that we research and develop the field of Arcanima. Arcanima is the science of employing arcane geometrics, intricate patterns that map the unlocked mysteries of existence and draw forth and manipulate the body's etheric energies. But I'm not mistaken, you already possess some rudimentary understanding of the craft. Shall I deepen your knowledge of your history as well? The roots of Akanima can be tracked back to the esoteric calculation practiced by the people of the South Sea Isles. It was these isles that folk that first discovered the method of express natural phenomena in mathematical terms. Building on this process, the existing mathematical formulae were further developed into arcane geometrics, precise patterns that allowed the practitioner to weave ether into specific magical effects. The mages who invoked this new form of magic became known as arcanists, and the school of Akanima was born. Many such mages wished to expand their understanding of the world, looked to the seas abroad of trading vessels. Upon their arrival in Linsa Luminsa, arcanists found themselves welcome into the academic elite, and soon secured position in the realms of governance and council. The knowledge of the arcanist, however, is traditionally passed on from master to chosen disciple. As such, Admiral Melwib, continuing several wilders of Akanima among her personal staff, become concerned that this exclusionary practice would lead to the eventual extinction of the art. So, at the Admiral Express order, the official Arcanist Guild was established. The funding was provided for research and training. The complex and demanding nature of Akanima, however, remains the greatest threat to the Orden's future. If you would continue your study of this challenging discipline, then I must insist that you indicate your commitment to joining our guild. Okay, let's join the guild. Well, have you decided to enroll in our guild, or are you now intimidated by the thought of excessive thinking? Way of Arcanist. What do we get? Raisins. Food. Yes, your sound judgment is to be commanded. Now, standard practice dictates that I introduce you to the guildmasters that you might convey your intention in person. Due to the extraordinary circumstances, however, he is unreachable at present. Instead, you may speak to Mistress Thubrigame. She has shouldered full responsibility for the guild's leaders in the interim. You will find her just over there by the bookshelves. You needn't be shy, though her mind is sharp and critical, her manner is always most welcoming. Yes, I am Thungrame. Greetings and welcome to the Arcanist Guilds. As Muri has doubtlessly explained, I am serving as acting guildmaster until our wayward leader deigns to return. I assume our capable receptionist also spoke of our art's origins. Allow me then to expound upon its nature. Akanima taps into the living energies of ether. The evidence of this represent most aptly perhaps by our ability to manifest an arcane entity, carbuncle, and the manner of magic which their ethereal ally employs at our command. The core of discipline, however, is found in the pursuit of definite solutions to any potential quandary. Even on the field of battle, nay, especially on the field of battle, this principle takes precedence. If one wishes to make certain the question of victory, then one must apply the most effective strategy. An arcanist is measured by its ability to calmly analyze a situation from moment to moment and respond with the most appropriate spell at hand. The study of Akanima will test your mental faculties to the point of perplexity. Are you prepared to reason your way through predicament after predicament? Ooh, yes I am. An ambiguous response, the kind I must prefer. Let us now see if the clarity of words is matched with the sharpness of your mind. In Lower Lanoscea, you will find, among others, 3 species of pests: wolves, rats, little ladybugs, and urlei. I ask you to employ your skill in Akanima to eradicate 3 types of each creatures. Leave the city through the Tempest Gate and you will soon encounter the potential targets in abundance. As long as you remain focused, I do not foresee these opponents causing you or your bubbling abilities undue difficulty. Once you return from completing this preliminary trial, I will welcome you as an official member of Arcanist Guild. May your judgment remain swift and clear. Okay, our first task from the guild. But before we continue, let's finish close to home. So should we just get this first? Yeah, let's get this first. doesn't have anything unlocked yet. Which is upsetting. Nice. Let's look at the other one. So normally cyclists I'm leaving for leveling my alts. Or probably the because they are absolutely boring. Not gonna lie, just usually skip through the text, just do them to level a level or two in the alts. I don't mind doing the main story and the special quests with the plus on it. They're a little bit more interesting, and the plus one unlocks kind of special things as well. Ah, there you are, Reggie. Enjoy your jaunt around the city, did ya? If you mean to base yourself in Limsa Malinsa, that wouldn't be the last time you visit them three places. And now you've got some idea of what way you can start exploring the rest of the town. You show a good EF listening, lad. Sticking to your battalion and you'll go far. That's what gives us. Restore target HP. Nice, not a healing spell. Still in Limsa, Iruji. Oh, fancy a trip outside the city walls? I'd like to visit an orchard by the name of Summerfall Farms. Ever heard of the place? The owner, Stelwyn, is an old mate of mine. He got himself a crew of most reformed pirate types. If you can believe that, and has been trying to bring a bit of life back to the fields after the calamity ruined the soil. A mention needing another and and two to your name sprang to mind. I'll give you a grammar recommendation, so make sure you work hard and impress the old bastards. You need direction, the place ain't hard to find. Just make the Zephyr Gate of the city and follow the road northeast. So the last one. Can unlock some more Athenaronite stuff. Before we do, let's deal with our emails. Almost done. Here we go. Okay, so now let's use. We go done. Let's have a look at actions. Let's put our minion land. Every day we play, we get with different minion walking after us. Gilgamesh. Okay. Let's do some fighting. Would have done this, but it's 20 seconds left, there's no point. Apparently we uncovered everything. as well go and hand it in. If we will continue with the main quest. Young teleport. I see the creatures beyond the city walls pose a little threat to you. It is with great pleasure then that I formally recognize your initiation into the guild. From this day forth you may proud bear the title of the Arcanist. I suggest you continue your forays into the wilderness and keep the passage of your grimoire turning. There is no finer teacher than the harsh mistress of the experience. And I commemorate this occasion I gift with this hunted log. The enemies marked with the pages have been specifically chosen to challenge your abilities in Arcanima. When you desire a new strategy or tactics, you now have a ready source of opponents on which to test it. And when you feel you can command Carbuncle as easily as you might move your own limbs, return to me further instruction. I will be waiting. So look what we got. A summon rope. What's in the box? Ah, Ruji, isn't it? Are you eaten well? An empty stomach distracts the mind and leads to hurried judgment. I must oft remind my Arcanist to take meals, so and scones do they become in their studies. Speaking of such, have you been practicing your tactical with Carbuncle? I believe it is time to assess and implement your skills. As with your previous trial, I would have you defeat foes in Lower Noska, 3 wild dodos and 3 tiny managros, to be precise. Watch carefully the behavior of your opponents, formulate an effective strategy, and utilize your Arcane entity to its fullest potential. I expect you back in no time for dinner. This is my thing here. Level 6. Very nice. May as well do this plus here. So 5. It's housing, I think. Might look into something for me, adventurer. It may even be more interest to you, in fact. I'm told that plots within Mist are to be auctions of. You, me, hells, even a 12 damned wandering minstrel could purchase their own piece of Lanoska. And upon that plot of land, you be free to build a house for you and yours. You can't tell me that the thought isn't the last slight appealing, can you? It is a bit surprising that the Thalassocari had the time and resources to prepare such an area, what the kobolds and the primer causing all manners of trouble. But who I am to judge the priorities of politicians, much less pirates, eh? Besides, I'd like nothing more than to own my own home. I've yet to verify the truth of the tale just yet, though. If you have no objection to taking a detour from the adventurers, why not head towards the gate to Mist and see if there is a Maelstrom representative who can confirm or delay these land's actions? Whee! Oh. What is this adventurous? Ah, yes, the auctions. By order of the Admiral herself, Mist and plots within are to be sold exclusively to adventurers, so as to encourage the immigration to Limsa Lominsa. With only adventurers, you ask? Practical necessity, really. Limsa Lominsa is in dire need of fresh blood, capable, courageous adventurers who will fight her own and protect her interest. Those who build a home here will have much more incentive to aid us. As for the manner of place, Mist is, I think, the best that you journey there see for yourself. Please direct any other question you might have to the recruit station just past the entrance. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to Mist. Ah, Limson sent you, you say? That's unfortunate. All Limsonians are barred from participating in the auctions, you see, on account of the fact that they are, well, Lominson, Admiral Decree. If you find an area to your liking, though, please consider speaking with the resident caretaker. She can guide you through the process of purchasing the plots for yourself. Let's leave. And finish the quest and then teleport back to the city to hand our quest again. Not gonna be able to take level 10 yet, but it shouldn't be long. There you are. What news have you brought me? For the purpose of luring eventually stolen Solominsa, that's unfortunate, but it does explain a great deal. Looks like my dream of owning my own home will have to wait for a little longer, but don't you worry about me, the day will come soon enough. How did it teleport? Oh. I thought that would have known teleport by now. I like this. Third world bonus. What level is the fate? Yeah, we can do that. What's left? Someone's doing it now. Rude. Welcome back, Rouge. It appears your cooperation with the coordination with Carbuncle is progressing at a satisfactory pace. She will test your growing acumen with a more practical examination. Our work at Malvanian Gate requires us to inspect the records, the contents of incoming cargo. To simulate such a task, I have several crates transported to the cliffs south of Zephyr's Gate. I want you to examine those crates, then return to inspect cargo here to me. You would be surprised at the depths of which the merchant will sink to deter our customs agent from performing thorough investigations. False bottoms, rotting foodstuff, flesh-eating velkin. I suggest you are prepared for any eventuality. Practice place, let's check it out. Ooh, naughty naughty. I am not a threat. Pray ignorance my presence for the present and allow me to moment of cogitate. The reaction of my sudden appearance was within expected parameters, but I must admit I did not expect to so proficient a performance against the enemies set against you. Yet, effective though your tactical were, I spied much room for improvement. As I watched you battle, the wheels of my mind wheeled into motion, as they are wont to do, inventing other possible strategies you might have employed. Let's see, taking into account your current level of ability, factioning the etheric constant, multiplying the number of opponents, then applying your tactics to other potential combat scenarios. Oh dear, my calculation indicates fairly upon encountering threat level 9785. Well, we'll have to see what we can do about that. Though the opportune windows to do so passed, I would nevertheless introduce myself. I am Clehia, the Malvanian Gate Assessor. Acting Guildmaster Thubriengiem, oh my god, the names in this game, elected me to oversee your training and provide any necessary guidance and instruction in the field of Arcanimia. From what I have observed thus far, you have an admirable grasp of the fundamentals. I do, however, wish to confirm one small detail. Regarding your choice of arcane geometrics, what factor most influences your actions during battle? Desire to outwit an enemy. Aha! Just as I predicted, and now I have final element needed to perform another calculation. The probability of you becoming an arcanist of note is 90%, give or take half percent. Yes, this certainly is quite high. After all, I only know of one other practitioner who responded to my question in the same manner. It was a man who bestowed upon me this grimoire, the guild master himself. While our indestructible leader is, as I am sure you've heard, on indefinite leave of absence, he did leave us with his most notorious saying to date. Strategy is the tool used to manipulate one situation into the desired reality. No matter how gifted you and I might be, however, the instantaneous manipulation of reality that might cause us to suddenly become mighty arcanists is beyond our present abilities. Discipline and experience is the finest strategy in this case. I suggest you continue to focus on refining your aptitude with carbuncle. Mastery with Arcane Entity will greatly improve your success as a wielder of Arcanemia. Here ends your lesson for today. Pray return directly to the guild. I believe Master is awaiting some inspected cargo. And what of myself? I'm off to the field, of course. The tactics I reasoned out earlier must be attempted in real-life scenario. Theory is all well and good, but there is no substitute for actual combat. We will meet again soon. And there she goes. Can we do it in 6 minutes? Let's have a look. No, level 2, not too worth. Level 9. Barely started on level 10. It's false sense of security this. Leveling up so fast. Oh, Arthurite. It's a tune. Here we go, teleport land, nice. You must be adventurous. Baderon promised to send along. Gruji, wasn't it? Honored his word, so that's a good start. I'm Selwyn, the old bastard, as Baderon likely described me, and this is where my humble orchard. A good number of lads and lasses work here once terrorized the high seas, and if you're wondering why I employ these scrags, well, they used to crew my pirate ship. But the calamity did go for our ship, like it did for so many others, and I was so wounded into the bargain. I had to feed myself and my crew somehow. Admiral Melbourne's initiative to get us a landlocked buccaneers working in the field seems to find an offer to refuse. Well, it turns out that you can take pirate away from the sea, but you can't take the sea away from the pirate. A lot of my blokes just never took a tendon to soils, you see. And unfortunately, the botanists I called in to train them have been wringing their hands in the back despair. With so much work piling up, I need a tougher soul like you to step in and help where I need it. Okay, my first piece of equipment, shoes. Let's wear my new shoes. If I mind to set your task, but before I do, I need to be sure you're properly kitted out. Parents don't care to parley with dandies, you understand. I might well be that the one here have traded in a cutlass for Coulter, but they are still rough at heart. I know a solid set of gear when I see it. Come back when you think you've most suitable equipped. Level 5 or greater. Okay. My shoes are level 5, so... I am level 5. And the head level 5, I need the ring level 5, and I need main hand level 5. Okay, let's return. Ah, have you returned with the cargo? Ah, yes, everything seems to be in order, relatively clear of blood and other gore. Taking something of a problem with our profession, you understand. I also had warned Clea regarding your performance. She seemed eager to continue your training. An old lass, I'll admit, but the guild can't boast no finer minds for tactics. You would do well to heed the instructions she offers, particularly that which touches on the dialect approach to your art. Did you perhaps notice that the battered tome Kiana carries? That initiates grimoire has served as her from the day she entered the guild. She has a reason, but it's admittedly strange to see it keeps all the way to the present position as Fosia. I fear such as intense focus on Akanima has led her to overlook other important aspects of life. As our master strategies guide your Akanist training, I hope that you might return the favor and help to broaden her own perspective somewhat. But enough of such matters for the moment. You have done well this day, Ruju. Continue this practice with Carbuncle, and Kylia has bit. I will be here when the time comes for your next lesson. Oh, oh, there we go. That was lucky. Come on. How should I play this? Yes, Ruji, the time for your next lesson is upon us. We are keeping well, I trust, taking the occasional brisk walk. One cannot form sound thought if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you have been following Kyla instruction, you should be ready to face the more dangerous threats found in Western Noska. I speak of Rosalind and wild jackals. And yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. This is the perfect sample size. The first acts as a preliminary test case, the second tests your hypothesis, the third to perform a tactics you've devised. Speaking of which, our trashy strategy will contain of more than simply filing ruin over again. You are not the novice you once were, and your skill in the fields out reflects that. I find yourself wanting for more approach, consider an assault with ruin in tandem with attacks from your carbuncle. When time appropriately, you can deal crippling blow to your opponents. Back to that. Oh. Oh. Absolutely not. Looking a bit silly for now, but this is... He always looks silly at the beginning of the game, so... Here's what it is. Let's have a look at you, shall we? At long last, this well covered, I won't feel any guilt throwing you to the sharks. Erstwin Buccaries are an ornery lot. They rage in love of the sea and care little for laws of the land. But they respect strength, and by the looks of you, I'd say you have a little trouble getting their attention. The aura of confidence tells me you've been idle since last we met. I hope you've read your alright. For our task that requires an attention of a capable adventurer. Might that adventurer be you? It is, of course, it is me. Good to hear. Then I shall lay before you the sorry tale. You will have heard rumours of the abdication. Aye, citizens have been disappearing from every corner of Limsa as if plucked from the face of Heidelin, boots and all, by an unseen hand. And what's this got to do with the Summerford farms, you might ask? Well, that remains to be seen, but it seems a collection of right ivory fellows with azure tattooed faces has been creeping up to the edge of the field and spine of my yeomen. Now I doubt anyone would enjoy being scrutinized by such savages at the best of times, but the farmlands are convinced that they are kidnappers of rumors came for their hides. Needless to say, they're beside themselves with worry, and they work suffering for it, which is the very last thing I need them when my old crewmen are still getting used to their new jobs. There's a struggle to get them to leave the farmhouse of Morning. This is, as they say, where you come in. Would you be willing to investigate the tattered thugs for me? Good lad, the sooner we get to the bottom of this, the sooner this place will start to resemble our working farm again. I suggest you begin having a look around Season Grotto. Now reports are to be believed our unwelcome visitors have occupied the place. Be careful though. I couldn't say for sure that manner of miscreants have dealing with here. If they are the kidnappers, we just be on our guard, alright? Alright. Activate Chocobo just in case we need to get there. Let's do a hello work. That's what I'm gonna have to say in an hour or two. Hello work. Depressing. Should I stay here playing Final Fantasy? 11, 11. Oh yeah, this is the thing we have to go to. There. No, it's charged. Okay, let's interact with this stone monument. Special instances, we know special instances. So study mode. Missions.
I am the waves that bear. I am the winds that guide. I am the evening stars. I am the morning sky. I am born of the sea, and there shall I die. Thus reads the sailor's requiem, carved into yonder stone. Such words well describe the manner in which the citizens of Limsa Lominsa live their lives. It is both a litany against misfortune for those out on the waves, and a prayer that the souls of those who perish on land might find their way back to the sea. Ah, you are the adventurer I've seen around Summerford Farms. I thought myself on the trail of the kidnappers, but it would seem I have missed my mark. Or perhaps not. As I suspected, the etheric disturbance here is no natural occurrence. Nor is it a coincidence that the two of us should come here in search of those responsible for the disappearances, only to be attacked. But who stands to benefit from the keeping of this secret? Oh, such thoughts must wait. Let us attend to the task at hand, unpleasant though it be.
Just got a twig for a weapon. Where the disruption of the ether draws other spray. Keep your focus on the battle. Leave the tending of wounds to me. The creature's fault is press the attack and the battle will soon be won. Well, as I've done the thingy, she's done the main guy. Love the hut.
Hear,
Magic.
feel, think. Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Shine thy light on all creation.
Awake again, are we? Aha! The poor creature's fury was kindled with cruel forethought. See this blade? I found it in the Gubu's back. I have seen knives of this kind before. They are most commonly used for the cutting of rope. It would appear our culprits are seafaring men of some persuasion, piratical being the most probable. In any event, you seem much recovered from your sudden affliction. I confess, I was rather taken aback when you collapsed at the very moment of our victory. Mayhap a surfeit of ether? I beg your pardon. A towering crystal. I'm sure I don't... Oh! Well, well. This has been a day of unexpected revelations. I must continue my investigation. In the meantime, I suggest you deliver this knife to your patron, along with a warning concerning the pirate's probable involvement in this murky business. The days ahead promise little rest, I fear. May our paths cross again, under the light of the crystal.
Okay. Let's go back. It is indeed. Let's hide it. Should we try? See what happens. Resurrection. It's not important to replay with people. Come on, I need to get up. Right, glad to see you safely return. My lads were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hells break loose near the grotto, and I fear I've sent you to your death. If you were in the middle of the commotion, I hope it yielded something of the interest. I hate to think you've risked your life or not. A blade pulled from the back of the creature you slew at the cave, eh? Aye, I agree. Such a knife would be a part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think that these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmlands back to life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take kindly to your appearances on the doorsteps, and set the maddened gobble on you. Aye, the pirates have been adding to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and the lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You meet someone else in the grotto? A woman with a strange contraption. Ah, Ishtola. She's been in Limsa for a good while now. Her studies of the ether often bring her out of Summerfall, so her presence at the grotto is highly unusual. She's an odd-looking lies, I grant you, but she's not the kind of associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Where trust should be lacking in those yeomen of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish the pirate past, the temptation to return to the free and easy life of buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks. If I weren't for the efforts of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this farm would be in far worse state than it is. Just keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Limsa the brighter future she deserves. Do 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 do. Deceased lost Severin and his lot, never found when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for the sake of getting things done, but then the rapscallions would never learn. Round them up and let them know that Stelwyn would like a word, and don't take no for an answer. Work? Ha! I can't work when my hands are full of lifting this mug. You know, I'd wager me last gill you never guessed what I'm drinking. Wine. Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day or two in Stelwyn chores if it's afford me a taste of proper grog. Go all to bloody work, lazy buggers. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess at what I had for breakfast. breadsticks. Well, God no, you know. It's my breath, ain't it? I probably smell as wooden as the food tastes. But I know why you're here. I just as soon get this real food in me, but I ain't one to reject summon from the captain. Well, while we're here... 12 take me. If I'm a real-life adventurer, I could use some help with help for profiting. You see, I'm tasked with tilling the ocean so that the roots of these here trees might breathe better like. But it seems each and every step I take is straight into the damn molehill. I've already gone and lament me left leg and canny food to lame the right, so I was thinking I could get myself a tune venture to walk the bloody moles one good. What do you say? Me, that was right. You can always trust a venturer to right the wrongs of this world. But enough for yapping. Now get watching. Get walking. Where am I walking? Uh-huh. I am 7. You the old man's errand boy now? Tell my dear old captain not to wet his breeches. I'll be long. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chopoko you rode on it and ride out on it. Ride out on it. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. You know what I did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter? You bet you bid I did, lad. Aye, those were the days, aye. I reckon now I'll have to be satisfied taking my axe to the trees. This fade already, we'll do it again. Same nice level. So Stellan sent you, and what you reckon I say to that? Damn right, didn't get where I am by taking guff from the glorified gardeners, but I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. You continue to impress, lad. All but Severin are accounted for. I'm no fault of yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. But rest assured, the next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where all such worms belong. Let's go look, what did I get? That's 5. Pains me to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Now, until I've had no choice but to rely on the charlatan Seven, even though I'm full aware he's been doing shady dealings behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the last surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. I want you to find and confront the bastard for me. I'm sure there's a wrongdoing afoot, so be double to doubt anything he comes out of his mouth. Where are we going? Wrong way. What's this now? Still wouldn't send you for the oranges, huh? So the old bugger had known all this time. Ah, what does it matter anyway? Listen, you're one of those goody-goody adventures types, right? Go rescue me mates from the double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Seventh century. The way he flew out of here, I was sure that he sold us down the river. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. I owe you one. Would have gotten away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. Oh, this Severin. Oh, lost lambs. You saved my maids, and for that, oh yeah. Suppose I shouldn't be ashamed. I couldn't clean up my own mess. But the pirate knows no shame. I've no qualms about going back on my word. I'm only giving you this sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to the Aussie, and as sending him with my regards. What have we here? I deliver from Summerford Farms as scheduled. Ah, there's a first time for everything. Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. About only things not here are the bagmen, and I don't miss them a bit. Here is Selwyn payments in full. With you, I can trust you will reach him. Yes, but we're absolutely not moving there. Oh yeah, we've got this up and now. Back in one piece, that's a relief. How did you fare? As this was I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed, alright? Though I'll be telling you false if I claim I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skirmishing of the top, but to sell us all short in favour of those good forsaken goblins. You do well to mind yourself around that two-gill cheat. If we leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. Oh, you're gonna see this beautiful... Ooh, yeah! So that takes me to 6. If I put... this on, yes, take me to still 5, so that's better. This is what we're gonna have for now. Let's change my portrait. Party. Social. Duty. Log slow. Mount speed. Teleport return. Way more size, but social play, search, fellowship finder, fellowship finder. There is. It. Plus, at this rate the crops would never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam, just a bit could send our stock soaring. I'll bet Ruthwana knows where you might find some. Perhaps you may pay a visit to her in Orchard. Let's go to Orchard with my absolutely fit outfit. Whoop whoop whoop. Look at my ears sticking out and bouncing. Dad, Gurkanat got ahead of Cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some of the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon the Archons that dwells there. Once you've 3 brushes worth, take the black loam to Attila's rest. He will know what to do. Oh, that's where we have done our fate. Oh, just time flying, so I'm gonna have to go to work. Ah, ever the weeds winter to die in the desolate dirt. But a bit of the black slum out to change all of that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black slum not for the weak of will, not for the weak of stomach, eh? Oh, don't get the Gurkhats and Rothway neglect to mention where the blackum comes from. Well, surely you figure out on your own from the cloying stench. It comes from the Aukos layer of all places. Ahem. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matter is that your efforts have brought us the blackum and we can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Level 14. Confounded pirates, they know nothing of Thailand on a killing, stealing our shovels and melt the forges into axes, all things. They are biting the heads that feed them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those girls a lesson in obedience myself if I had sworn the Swellwind I wouldn't fight no more. So I need you to bring back our farm tools, so make those dogs reap what they sown. Let's go and make 'em pay, for stealing shovels. It's not acceptable. Everyone knows stealing shovels is forbidden. Forgot about that. So you had one. Annoying. Gonna be level 15 probably when I log in this quest. Hunt in this quest. I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. Ah, good to see it all back in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Spied him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. I couldn't take less in the Westral work won't work. But when he consulted with the culprits that take our tools away, he's crossed the line. Stubborn ought to know what sort of scowling he's dealing with. Take word to him, would ya? Aye, aye, sir. It's like, come on, Gilgamesh, come on, go in. Hey ho, let's go and tell Selwyn what is happening. Run, 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 run. Pirates making off of our tools. Phew. I did well not to make matters into our own hands. Let's think I need blood on my crops. But all the damn if Severin thinks he can take us for the fools, his treachery won't go unpunished. What yet? Well, I ask you of you now goes beyond what I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Just as it is. It eases my mind to have you here. You no doubt familiar with that scoundrel servant by now. Well, the skimming Scarfage is at his again. Since the latter came for him, he's been sulking about in what manner he goes when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buffled off. What nary a word to anyone. I've gotten accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as haunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. The ungrateful little cur bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. I suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for now, to find him, I'd try asking Gwendera at the Archetype. She was the last one to see him. I dare say she would be able to tell you where he was headed. Bam, ba, da, bam. Grinwelda, why are you hiding? Nothing that passes through those gates escapes my notice. I saw the Rouser and the rabble set off to the road Whisper Canyon not long ago, singing about drinking themselves stupider. Jesus Sword said I should join them. I told them I'd rather shrivel up and sip water wherever it was had picked the brains. If you find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff around the ear from me, will ya? Ooh la la la. Dun, 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 dun. Of all the dirty, deceitful, downright desperate deeds, the slippery bastard's done. Claim to take the lads out of a drink, only to lead us straight into our bloody trap. I don't get no lower than that. Cause I've learned to stay a step ahead of Severin, so I was ready, but the other went so lucky. You've got to help him. Marks may as well have been wild flag, all for the good they did. Hope you fare better of the sorry bastard in the air are done for. Severin might have got us in the mess, but it ain't about to let him give his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishbug than be in the conniving bastard's depths. To arms. A true knave. You betray even yourself, Severin. We're prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your last charge of heart leaves you debt to us unpaid. Change of heart. Few are they who betray the serpent ravens twice. You will not do so third time. Cowering behind your protector, we only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless through it might be, we shall take it. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone of souls that I may wake to life. Uh-oh. You are strong, but you're strong enough to withstand this. Impossible, never has the golem been so thoroughly tested. Nice and easy. That the golem could be vanquished. A man is no ordinary adventurer. Was that suspicious? The snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fang more deeply into you. The palace does not belongs to any of the known Limsanian faction. Whom do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. but the timing of their appearance coincides all too neatly with the recent surge in Shahagin and Kobold activity. Something's afoot. The question is what? Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon the primals? 12 help us if they should prove so. Limsa would be hard-pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. The sea continues to rise, while the lesser moon continues to fall. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louisoix foretold. The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Sharlayan ring more true. Never did I dream that I would possess the means to see ether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly did the wonders of Sharlayan seem commonplace. Huh? Hey, have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hall in the Sea its trading ground. Join the celebrations? Wait, a disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? Season grotto, perhaps? What have we here? Can you walk? Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I will inform the commander. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitably recovered? Severin here has appraised me of that transpired. His account sheds some light upon how you came to be attacked by the golem of all things. A golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded by the otherwise. Common pilots could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are in workings. But then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. They were the minions of the Shahagin. As to the purpose, well, I should get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to his place of employment. Others say Stelwyn will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for the matter. I will bear words to him of your preservation, but I'm certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray pay the man a visit. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the ether in a hope that it might offer up some clue as to our predicament. I'd say I owe you my life, but I don't cover it. If I went for you, my friends would have been dead and all. This is a debt I can never repay, but I'm not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. For reasons I cannot fathom, you see, forgive me, mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross, farewell. Good 1,000 gold now minted. Lo, I knew you'd return. You should have delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds precede you. The rest came suffering back too, and a lot of them spoiling the same hunted expression. It's me who's blamed for that, that's than the rest. I was once the Serpent Reaver. A thrall to the Shahagan. 7 hells ravens may look and sound and act like pirates, but they not by the fishback flunkies. Us pirates ain't no for laws, but there is things we won't do. We've got a code, see? But the Reavers never follow the word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Lominsons. I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent me to knee to his new Shahagan masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name, and found myself a new home, Summerfoot Farms. Trouble is, secret don't stay secret for long round here, and the word soon spread, all the way back to the sea. The plenty for desertion is death, but the rivals offered me a way out instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The latter. I don't know what I was thinking. I wasn't bloody thinking. Too busy soiling myself. Ah, but you got there in the end, didn't you? When the time came, you made the right decision. The men say little to me, but I hear them talk of how you stood up to the ravens at the last, of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. Be that it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that, I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jacket. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope you guides you back to here someday. There will always be a place for you Summerfoot Farms, lad. And I'll always be in your depths, Selwyn. Are you adept Turuj? No once but you let down. Thank you for saving me and my men farm. If you could ask one more favor to you, it would be this. Tell Baderon what's happened, from start to finish. I'm certain he would put you in good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. And he's one of the few people I know the Yellow Jacket can listen to. Well, I reckon I've asked all I can possibly ask of you. Safe travels, son. Okay, let's move back, report. Probably we're going to start the next quest and finish. For today. Bloody hell, lads in the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. Ah, but you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jacket and Anne's out punishment is good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'll be willing to commute the lad's sentence from arguing to killhauling, kind gent that he is. I'm undigesting, will ya? I'll see as treated fair. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything of Starwin ask of ya and more, justifying the generous fine defeat in the process. Much obliged, lad. As for your reward, we showed lovely lady in Darwin's wench of mine. How you fancy keeping the company for your spell? Will you free room and board? Venturing trying the business after all. Then, as done the rusty bones every now and agent tend to end with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll be always free bet for ya, so make use of it. Not that you've much like flying around what your leaves you'll be doing. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for leaves. Our guild draws all manner of clients offering all manners of good jobs. Honestly, we'd be amazed how much folk pay to avoid doing the honest labour's job. Just give to Moki a shout whenever you like making a few extra gil. She always have a task or yeah to go to. Mayhap that's what Miss Samanista needs though. Our rough seas somewhat have rocked boat to right. But we'll have time to for such talk when we're unrested. Till Joy, enjoy the wench hospitality. Get in. Recommendations, a lot of side quests, but they are those top ones are the most important ones which you're going to be doing.